All right. So the behemoth itself is continuing to go 40 miles per hour where it's clear down the path away. The APC itself soon begins to rev its engines and is following you relatively easily from about 200 feet away. And with that, that's its turn. Um, and what we got else here? Yes. As the armored personnel carrier follows the behemoth, from the side door slides open, and out jumps a individual in its stark black, with the exception of a what looks like a silver profile of a woman with long hair, and her mouth is wide open in a scream on the front of this power armor, which you recognize as Samson power armor, as it jumps out from the APC armored personnel carrier and starts raising up its railgun towards you. Alicia asks where the best place for her is.
I guess that depends. Does anyone plan to drive an ATV and maybe she could be in the railgun or
I know Patrick can try, but I'm going to warn you. This singular vehicle could probably outclass the one that I'm in, pretty well.
then that is a fair point. What do you think would be the best tactic?
I'm still unsure. I'm assuming,
Okay.
um,
Tell you what, how about this? Let's make it easy. I'm controlling the NPCs. She's just reloading her weapons and standing already near the cargo bay. All right? That's what we're going to say that she's going to be doing for a while. Ali's getting himself together and starts an incantation, and his around his armor glows blue with from an armor of Ithan spell. The front laser of the APC gun fires and is aimed towards the leg of the behemoth, which gets no aim penalty because it's a giant friggin' leg. Although it seems to the trajectory is wrong, it misses the inside of the leg and actually shoots up and hits the belly, causing damage to the main body instead. Let me quickly just confirm its damage. Yes, okay. So the behemoth takes 21 points of damage to its main hull as laser blasts ping off the thankfully reinforced and recently repaired armored underbelly. The individual in the Samson power armor, the Screaming Banshee, for lack of a better word, um, starts to pick up a pace, easily matching that of the both the APC that's to its flank and the behemoth in which it's chasing. It's only a scant 150 feet away at this point, in which a bark of its railgun rings out into the cool air as it shoots towards the back right leg. Not the back, well, there's only two legs, so the right leg of the behemoth. And I will roll the hit. That is enough to hit its leg. So doing... let me just quickly confirm the damage. I'm pretty sure it's the same, but I just want to make sure. Yes, it is 1d6. Okay. Doing 30 points of damage to the right leg. Um, the APC continues now, being behind. So, for lack of a better word, the APC has now driven slightly to the left askew. So, it is now pretty much directly driving behind the left leg of the behemoth, while the power armor pilot in the Samson is directly behind the right leg of the behemoth. So the pilot of that APC is clearly repositioning itself, so it is following behind you without problems. Let's double check here. Alicia just simply says, I don't think we can outrun them, as the APC continues to trudge on. Another shot from the Samson's railgun rings out, doing 30 more damage to the right leg of the behemoth. Starting to punch holes, not directly through the hull itself, but this is more than just simply subdual damage now, as those high-powered rounds just rake the edge of it. Al.
Okay. Al's going to have to. He's on the hover bike, and he's revving it up so that he can go as fast as possible as soon as the doors open. But he'll have to wait until the door opens.
Okay. So we'll have to wait. And who's in charge of that? Mariah, right?
Right.
So we'll have to X your turns until there.
Mm-hmm.
Make sense?
Yes.
Okay. The laser turret once again fires, and this time it is firing at the left leg of the behemoth, the one that's directly in front of it. Missing and doing 22 points of damage, once again to the hull, main body. In this case, the description is the underbelly of the behemoth, creating a few more pockmarks of high-powered laser fire. Let me just think for a second what we would do. His spells. He doesn't have a whole lot to help him in this particular situation. But he goes over to Bear, and he's going to cast Armor of Ithon on Bear. That's what he's going to do. So Bear soon shimmers with that same blue light. Okay. That's continuing on. Patrick.
Patrick is going to go towards the shoot. Patrick is also going to be going towards the bay, the loading dock. That's what it is.
Yeah, the loading dock, yeah. Okay, the rear loading dock. Okay. No problem. All right. Bear is actually, now that he has an armor spell, he's actually moving to the side entrance of the behemoth. Or the side exit, I guess, in this case. Alicia's still waiting by the cargo bay. And Mariah.
Mariah will stop the behemoth.
Okay. Hitting the brakes. You have it come to a complete stop. Yeah, that'll take about 3 seconds to do. So you'll have to wait till next turn to, like, at next turn, you can probably lower the behemoth and open up the cargo bay at the same time. You know what I mean? So while the behemoth is lowering, the cargo bay door is opening. Make sense?
Okay. Yeah.
So actually, we'll burn your next 2 turns and say you do that. All right?
Okay.
So you stop the behemoth, lower it, and raise the cargo bay. 2 turns. That will now allow everyone else to act, for good or for ill, as the power armor pilot is still continuing to rain damage on the right leg, once again hitting, doing 30 more points of damage. More bits of metal start shredding off of the leg of the behemoth. Ow. At this point, the The cargo bay door is opening as you can feel the behemoth start to lower, but you can only, at this very moment in time, you can only see about maybe 2 feet of the crystal clear blue air and the leaves of the trees around. So you'll probably have to just wait till the cargo bay is completely opened. Yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Well, unless you want to do something else.
No, as long as basically, I just want to make sure I'm ready to take out of there like a shot.
Okay, well, you will definitely do that on that turn. The large cannons on the top of the APC start raining an attack upon the left leg of the behemoth. Only hitting the main body, but doing 40 points of damage to it. Patrick. The behemoth is descending and the cargo bay is starting to order. Want to just hold your turn until things open up proper?
Oh boy. What he's going to do is, take out his rifle and be ready to fire.
Okay. Tom.
All right. Let's see. I am going up the ladder to the roof.
Okie dokie. Bears waiting for everything to come to a halt. APC slows down, so it's now parked. It's parked directly behind the stopped behemoth as it slowly moves to the side itself, putting itself as an angle 45 degrees away from the behemoth. As, you can't see, so doesn't matter, I guess. As that laser turret now begins to start firing at the entrance of the cargo bay itself as it slowly starts to open, firing into it. I'm going to just make that a wild shot, and that's enough just to hit the, not inside of the cargo bay, just the outside door, right? Which we will attribute, since it doesn't have its own mega damage thing, we'll attribute to the main body. So, doing 22 more damage. Wow, a lot of 22s going on. 22 damage to the main body of the behemoth. Pamel is going to a nearby window. She's going to be doing stuff from the inside, I reckon. Mariah, your turn has now resolved. The behemoth is now completely parked on the ground, and the cargo bay is completely opened. You can see at this time the side and back door of this personnel character is also opening up, and there are figures inside getting ready to move. Not doing so yet because it's not their turn. So, Tom, you managed to get to the roof of the behemoth just as you feel it with a small shake thud to the ground.
All right. What can I see from up here?
The same thing from the individuals of the cargo bay. Power armor pilot directly to the rear of the behemoth, behind the right leg, while the armored personnel character is parked and doors are opening up.
All right. I'm going to lay down. And activate Armor Vithin using another 20 ISP.
Okay, burn it and we'll be good. Al, like a gunshot, you're ready to go.
Yeah, a couple of questions to determine exactly where I'm going. So, is there more than one door? Is there any doors facing me opening up on the APC, or is it at that 45-degree angle from me?
It's at the 45-degree angle from you.
Okay. How far away is it from the back of the bit where I am?
100 feet.
Okay. And now this is the complicated question. How long will it take me to cover that distance?
You were revving your engines. It can go pretty darn top speed of the vehicle. I'm gonna say you can get there in two of your turns.
Okay.
Yeah, 2 of your turns. That seems fair. About 7, 8 seconds. Yeah, that makes sense.
Alright, so...
Yeah, that's awesome. I'm just imagining in my head right now.
Alright, so here's the one thing I'm trying to figure out. So, if they are shooting at me, if I am moving even somewhat sideways, it makes me harder to hit, right?
Bingo.
Okay.
Yes.
I am actually going to take off like a shot, and I'll just describe what I'm trying to do.
Yeah, describe what you do, and then I'll interpret the rest.
Okay.
It's all
I
good.
want to curve around to, I'm guessing, the left to make me harder to hit, but I want to make kind of like an arc into the door.
Hold up a second. Let's just use this as an example, right? There, imagine it's right there at that angle, right?
Okay.
Where this is the back. Sorry, that's the front, and that's the back. It's a 45-degree angle, right?
Uh-huh.
Feel free to take your little token. Do you have control of him or no?
I do
not. You don't. No. Oh my god. There you go.
All right.
And so just take your little token and just demonstrate the curvature that you want to go around the rear of it, you know?
Sure. I want to kind of
So we're going to say the behemoth is... And this is so convenient now. I should do this for everything. The behemoth's cargo bay door is like there. That little gray square.
So what I would like to do is...
45-degree angle.
Okay. Is... curve around like this, so I'm sorry, whoa, not that far. Curve around like this so that I'm moving sideways to it to make it a harder target, and then curve like, I'm sorry, I don't know if you can see my token actually moving, but kind of do
I can.
like
I can see it. I can see it.
And then, bam.
Okay. So 1 turn turning, 2 turns, boom. Yep. That would only take 2 turns. The only question is, where are you going to be at the time of connection?
About 2 seconds or so before connection, I'm just going to rocket straight up into the air.
Okay, so that will consume your 3rd turn for you to get up and out of there.
Makes sense.
So, we're going to just keep that in mind because those are your 3 actions, right? Action 1, action 2, action 3, right? So for action 1, you take out like a shot, right? And you start zooming along this way, along the flank of the vehicle, right? So that's turn 1. And then turn 2, turn 3. We're good. All right. So where am I? Out from the side of the vehicle, the side that's facing towards you, seems to be one trooper. He's in uniform black armor. This time on the shoulder is that same screaming banshee insignia in silver, and he seems to be packing a laser rifle. As he exits the vehicle and moves to the right, he takes a wild shot towards the individual in the hovercraft. So you're going. What's the average speed of that thing?
The average. Hang on. It is. I had it pulled up a second ago. I know it's 220 max. The average, I think, is.
Because I gotta start with your average because you're coming from 0, right?
Hang on. What the? Let me see.
I'm gonna just call it. It's just taking too long. I'm gonna just call it. I'm gonna give it a -5 to hit. All right. He hits the main body of the hover cycle itself, but misses you riding it. So the hover cycle takes. Oh, it's just a pulse rifle. Oh, I didn't even do a burst shot. Well, that's my bad. So it takes a scant 8 points of damage.
Okay.
All right. The gunner of the... Oh, boy. Let's see here. The cargo bay door is open. There is a hover cycle shooting off to the side. What's its main directive? Yeah, it's going to keep firing at that leg, the parked leg, that it was initially firing at. So this is the left leg. Yep, that's enough to hit it. So the left leg takes an additional 50 points of damage, MDC damage, of course. Patrick, the cargo bay door is open. You see one person who has currently exited the armor APC. Of course, you see the power armor pilot as well, and the personnel character, personnel carrier. Oh wait, if we're using our icons, give me a moment. Oh no, keep telling me what you want to do.
Well. All right. What I'm going to do is I'm going to fire my weapon at. I'm going to fire my weapon at the large cannon-like thing on top of the car.
Okay, great. Roll to hit, please. There's no penalties. It is very large. So you just need to get over it.
Not as damage, not hit. Excuse me.
You need to hit. Yeah.
There's this one. Excuse me.
Okay, that's enough to hit. Do you want to reroll damage? I'll give you a chance.
I can. You know what? I'll keep what I got.
Okay, so 7 points of damage to the turret on top. All right, let me just mark that off here real quick. Top broken turret. All right. The parapet, the turret itself is singed, doing some damage to it, but not enough to affect the shots. All right. A second individual. This time, this person seems to be carrying a very large plasma ejector, something very similar that you saw Alicia bear at some point. Actually, it's the exact same model that you bought for her. So, let's see here. He's also going to run out, and actually, you know what? I'm not going to move all these troopers around. Give me a moment here. I'll just reveal them here so I can keep track of their damage. But there we go. He's coming out, and he is going to take a shot at. Yeah, he's going to take a shot at you, Patrick. He's just going to be going for... Actually, he's going to be going for your head. So that is a -5, I think. Ooh, this is advanced combat, man. I got to get faster. Penalties for head. -6. Oh, so he's a -2 to hit. Well, that's just enough to hit the main body. So your main body, or in this case, I guess the shield itself, takes 30 points of MDC damage as it now exits to the right near the rear of the vehicle. All right. And, oh boy, out from the rear of the vehicle escapes a two-man team. They simply run the entire distance, manage to clearing about 45 feet from the rear of the vehicle. One of them seems to be on his shoulder is a rocket launcher, while the other one is behind him with a backpack seemed to be filled with mini missiles. Both of them, once again, male in black body armor with that silver, Screaming Banshee silver logo on it. Lee is parked, and Lee is moving to the side with Bear, and he's going to be the first to exit out the side of the vehicle, and he has to spend his time moving around so he can see. Yeah, he's moving himself. He's moving this turn. That's all I'm going to say. Mariah.
All right, so let me just clarify. So there's people out on the fields, and then we have this other vehicle here, and then we have the behemoth.
Yes. Okay, here. Let me make this easier for us.
Sorry.
Yep. It's all good. I have a behemoth token here. There it is. All right. Behemoth layer, token layer. There we go. We have a behemoth.
Yay!
We have... Okay, I'm just going to reveal all these fucking tokens. I don't care anymore. Layer. Token layer. This guy is to the back. Actually, he'll be this distance, right? This is roughly about 100 feet, right?
Okay.
So this is the back of the behemoth, right?
Okay.
Back to the left, back to the right, vehicle, and the power armor guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's one trooper. Ooh. There's one trooper here. That's kind of right here. Another trooper is right around here. And the pair of people on a rocket team are approximately there. So they're your targets.
Okay. Cool.
You got, power armor guy, vehicle, laser rifle, heavy plasma ejector, and rocket launcher team. And
right.
Al.
Hi, Al.
Not a target. Not a target.
Okay. I'm facing like this direction.
Yeah, you're facing that direction. That's where the pilot is, yeah.
I'm gonna turn myself... Do we still have, like, those missiles?
Oh, yeah.
Can I push buttons? Okay, I'm gonna turn and face this bad boy here.
Okie dokie. So everyone who's in the cargo compartment, everyone starts to turn around, which is fine.
Okay.
All right. So you spend your turn turning the behemoth around to face where everybody is.
Mm-hmm.
Ruby? Okay, Tom. Roll me... Oh, you're lying flat on the ground, and she's not moving super fast. You don't need to worry about a balance check, but what do you want to do?
Well, I was aimed this way. Now I'm aimed this way.
Yeah.
So I'm going to kind of move and aim myself over here. Could I possibly shoot this turn?
You can, but it'll be a wild shot because you're moving and shooting, and you're prone. So it's just a D20, no modifiers.
I have to give it a shot. I am going to need a modifier, though. I want to shoot at these... Actually, I can't aim. Can I?
Nope. Wild shots are just wild. No called shots.
I want to aim at the guy that is going to be refilling the rocket tube.
Roll to hit. That's enough to hit his main body. Roll damage.
Sweet. All right, let me do that. 9 damage.
Nice. All right. So you plink him in the side. Mm-hmm. Good job. It pocks his armor, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Tom. Bear is also exiting out the side, and he is going... I guess I should put Lee and Bear around where they're going. So Lee's here. Bear is here. And Bear is actually making a double run towards the foliage to get into where the trees are. So he's masked by nature.
Yeah.
But he spends his entire... Actually, he has to spend his next 2 turns doing that to get it that far in.
Like a
All
wolf
right.
and...
Who would have thought? Who'd have thought? All right. Power armor pilot. Well, he's going to spin around and he's going to try to take a shot at Al, who is still going at an angle relative to him. So that'll be a -5 to his shot. He's going to take a shot for the pilot. So he will... It's a burst, though, but... Well, main body pilot, main body thing. So he'll still have to be... He still has to get over a 12. This cancels out his bonuses. Well, Squee, your body armor takes 20 points of damage as you feel railgun shots shoot along your sides. Alicia is... Oh boy. she's turning around the cargo. As things are turning around, she's going to take a shot from the turning around behemoth. And she's going to take a shot at, oh god, the only one who would be within her angle as it turns around, which would be this guy, the heavy gunner. Because in Alicia's world, only one person deserves to hold a heavy gun, and that is her, of course. It's going to be wild. Rolling the dice. That's enough to hit his main body. An explosive grenade comes out and hits him in the armor, causing it to explode some, but not scratch it too badly. All right. Oh boy. Then now it is... Oh boy, another guy comes out of this freaking clown car. In which... Oh wait a second. Where are we here? Al, yeah, you're starting to zoom around the back here now.
Well, I was going to ask a question. If my third action was to fly up and it takes 2 actions to get there, when do I actually hit? Because you said it took 2 actions to get there, and the third action
on the third turn.
Okay.
On the third turn.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then am I moving faster now then?
Yeah. Oh yes.
Okay. Good.
Quite a bit faster. You have a much larger modifier, if anyone can even friggin' hit you at this point, right? Good stuff. You got it. Sorry I skipped you because we X'd you, right?
It's fine.
My bad. That's what I get. So, from future, I think when you do like a multiple action turn, I think I can just have it resolve it right away. But now it's too late, right?
No, that's fine. Yeah. I'm with you.
My bad. All right. Pamel. Ooh, Pamel, I know what you're going to do. Oh, there's so many objects here. All right. Oh boy. This guy is starting to blindly swing his rail gun around. He can't fucking see.
Oh no. He should see a doctor for that. Get some glasses.
Mariah, now the front of the behemoth is facing the action.
Perfect. I want to fire a missile at the blind mother trucker over here.
Okie dokie. Roll to hit, please.
So it's just a straight D20 because I don't know what I'm doing, right?
Exactly.
Oh.
Files. It soars off to the left and it slams into a tree about 100 feet away, causing it and various leaves around it to burst into flames. Because I believe that was a plasma shot, so you know. Tom, your turn.
All right. Normally I would refocus, but no, I am going to take an aimed shot. I would like to know the modifiers of shooting the reloading guy's backpack.
-2, although, heads up, you'll have to penetrate the backpack's MDC to screw with the missiles. It's possible, but the modifier to just hit the backpack is not that difficult. It's only going to be a -1. It's a very big backpack.
Okay. Let me see this. And I wouldn't be able to aim with a multiple pulse burst?
No.
No.
Although, no, you wouldn't be able to aim. You'd fire at his main body, but since he's kind of running away from you and his back is in the main body, I'll tell you what. You do a pulse burst shot. You hit, obviously. I'll give you a straight 50-50 chance of hitting that backpack. Sound fair?
Oh, I'll take that.
Okay.
So, I have no bonuses to this. Actually, no,
Okay.
I have a +1 for my helmet.
Hey, there you go.
Yeah, so...
Watch you get this by 1. That'll be hilarious.
By 1.
So here's the big one. Do you want to roll D100 and call the range?
Yeah, I want to roll a D100 and I want to call low, so...
Call low, so 50 or lower. Do it, baby.
Damn it!
Oh, so close.
Okay.
Roll damage.
18 damage.
All right, to his main body. Several shots ring along his side. Now, starting to blast holes that don't penetrate completely, but you're breaking through the armor.
Yeah.
A little bit. Okay. 26 out of 131. I don't know what that means, but that's okay. All right.
The left is my ammo, the right is my ISP.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense. All right. Oh boy. Out from the side is one other individual who this time has a very long rifle, and he's booking it. Actually, he's coming out the rear of the oh boy, this is funny. He's coming out the rear vehicle, and he's gonna start going this way, but that's about as far as he's gonna make it. I don't think it's gonna be far enough. Because I know what's gonna happen. Because it just fucking resolved. Al?
Spoiler alert. No. Yes.
Oh, come on. So, tell me just a second. I unblacked everything. There we go.
There you go.
Albert. Let's just do the fun math part. I know.
Okay.
I know it's Alcibiades. I'm being a dork. So let's do the fun part where you get to roll damage. And so first things first, though. What's the blast radius of the big guys? Do you know?
All of them are 10 feet.
That's right.
Yeah.
10 feet. So it's pretty specific. So, in fact, it stinks, but I think only this guy's going to get in the blast as well.
Okay.
But there might be a secondary detonation. We'll see. So why don't you just pull up all the fusion blocks they have on the pressure plate, because this is going to detonate.
Out of curiosity,
Spoiler.
would the impact of the cycle itself add anything to it?
Well, the cycle that you got was electric powered, I believe, or gasoline powered, either way. So, pardon me?
It was gasoline. It was gasoline.
Gasoline, okay. So, there'll be a small modifier to the damage, but I'll add that.
Okay.
So that is 12d6 times 10.
490. Is he okay?
He's dead. He's dead now.
What was that?
That was. I think that was Burn.
Burn? I just.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Yep. Okay, give me a moment. Oh, I'm gonna let you guys wait for this because I do have to use the washroom. But
Okay,
trust
I
me, while I do this, I'm gonna come up with a great description. So I think you're gonna like it.
Alrighty. I'll go to the restroom too, and I'll be right back.
So that happened. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Piff.
Yeah.
Things are not looking good for our behemoth.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you looking at the group loot sheet?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's only at 110. For the right leg. We might need to do our repairs here for a while.
Everyone
Somebody's
here?
back? Hey,
I'm back.
Squee went to the bathroom along with Criana.
Mm-hmm. All the more time for me to seriously consider the consequence of this explosive action.
Yeah.
Oh boy, I already know one of them. This is hilarious. Then there would be 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay.
I'm sorry I had to do that. It was just 490. And I'm done. I'm gonna laugh about this over here.
Oh, that's good. It's clever. I like it. I like it a lot. Oh, fusion blocks.
I'm back.
Welcome back. I think we're just waiting for
Welcome
Squee.
back.
I gotta wait for him to come back to start describing. It's only fair.
Oh, but of course.
Oh, but of course, of course.
I'm back.
Okay, welcome back.
Hello.
So, hello. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, great. So, the front of the hover vehicle strikes the back of this APC, hitting it right behind where its back left wheel and the opening, its back rear cargo hatch door lies. As you go soaring into the air, you are propelled by an explosion, which at the exact same moment, giant crack, as if the world, the earth itself, started to crack open. And soon after that crack comes an amazing explosive kaboom. Earth, metal, and a hand or two propels into the air, causing dust to fly every which way. The screaming banshee mercenary that was close to that impact is instantaneously vaporized. Later on in the area, not a single atom of his can be found. The top railgun, that turret, pops off like a child's toy, soars 30 feet into the air, and comes crashing on the ground with a heavy thunk. For those of you who look directly at the explosion, you can see internally a mist covering the gaping hole that used to house the rear section of this ATV. The blood, an indicator, near evaporated blood, an indicator that perhaps an unlucky individual disembarking from the ATV didn't quite make it. It is non-operational. As we're going to continue the... Just a second. Trooper 2 is dead. You dead, boy. You are dead. Who else is dead? Oh, the heavy gunner's dead. Alicia will be happy.
Whee!
And that will be that for now. And while everyone... this trooper, he actually dives to the ground at that impact. He's close enough. So he's knocked to his feet. So he's not able to do anything. From the front half of the APC, an emergency hatch opens and you see one man begin to vacate from it. While the individuals here, both the backpack wielder and the missile launcher wielder, they both also hit the deck, but in a organized military fashion, as if they are simply taking cover from the explosion that happened very, very close to them. So they just spend their time recollecting themselves. Soon after, you can see the individual leaving the front emergency hatch of the APC. You do see they're just poking through another individual who also is looking to rapidly evacuate the area. Al, as you soar into the sky, you know that many vehicles, especially military vehicles, are powered by miniature nuclear reactors. And if this one is like most models, there's a good chance that that thing is ruptured.
Oh no.
Power armor pilot is you can't hear it within the helmet. From what you can see It appears that he is not firing. He is simply standing there and doing something. Alicia spends her turn going, "Oh, holy fucking shit," as she runs from the back of the cargo bay to the front pilot's compartment just to see what the hell just happened. Lee begins an invocation, consuming 2 of his turns as a lightning bolt escapes from his hand and slams into this prone mercenary who is now on the ground. Does he hit? He sure as hell does. Nope. Helps if you have a backslash there, Inferno. Oof! Wow. Crackling energy surrounds and begins to fry this the fellow. Wow, that's significant. Okay, this might resolve very, very quickly. That's Lee. Now we're at... Yep. A third individual. There seems to be 3 individuals crammed near the front of this emergency hatch, just desperately trying to get out, and quickly. Power armor pilot starts to... Oh boy, he's blind. But he knows which way the explosion happened, so he's smart enough to run in this direction. Yep, he is quickly... Actually, that's more to scale. He is quickly running. He manages to make it. Actually, he's spending all of his turn running, but he gets probably about 70 feet or so, and he's moving to the northeast of the explosion that just happened. It is clear, though, by his movements, although smooth and mechanized, it doesn't seem like he's going on a clear trajectory. He's probably still blind. Okay. Trooper 1, he gets up from the ground, and you hear him yell, "Oh God, it's gonna blow," as he starts running this way. So, it's running to the north. You know what? Actually, just a second. The pilot and the co-pilot, I'm just burning all your turns, and the gunner. Because they're just trying to evacuate from the area as well. In fact... Nope, we're going to still stay with combat. There still might be something going on here. Alicia gets to the front of the compartment to survey the damage. Power armor pilot is still making a tactical decision. Al.
Yes. I am going to...
Oh yeah, he's dead.
Start flying away from it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd like to make a called shot with a rocket. I'm sorry, a mini missile. To the backpack of the rocket loader.
Okie dokie. I'm going to have one... Oh, first of all, roll ahead.
Okay. Hang on a second. I'm trying to see exactly. It's been a bit. So it's 6 plus...
It's -1 to hit the backpack.
Okay. So hang on.
You're considered with a mini missile to only have a +3.
Right.
And then you add in sensor bonuses.
And that's what I'm doing. So it's +3 and then +3. So +6.
Yeah. -1, so +5.
And do I add my I don't add my basic bonuses, right?
Nope.
Okay.
No.
So then just +6. No.
You miss.
Yeah.
Goes off wildly in the direction, missing so completely that not even the radius would have nicked them. Just just off, unfortunately. So now I'm assuming you're just now hovering in the air
No.
while you're firing?
I'm flying away. So
Okay, you're flying
this
away.
direction.
All right. All right. Flying away from the men. All right. Al, Alicia, those guys are still running. Obviously, still see men running from the very damaged APC. Ooh. This fellow here manages to collect himself, and he's also on the ground at this point, but he's actually going to spin around with his rifle, and he's going to try to take a shot at you, Al. He's going to try to take a shot at your head. Now, you're moving at a decent speed, we'll say. I'm giving you a bit of I'm giving him a bit of a penalty, plus his head, your head, which is -6, so it's -9, which is only -3. That's just enough to hit your main body. So your main body takes...
Can I dodge?
It's minus... He's within... yeah, you can attempt to dodge if you want.
Alright.
-10, but add in your bonuses.
Okay, so then... 10.
Alright, let's consume your next action and you dodge. Sorry. I'm not used to people dodging stuff.
Yeah.
At least not laser shots.
Well, when flying, it's a +13, so might as well try it.
Yarp. Okay, so pew. All right, Patrick.
Okay. I heard an explosion, everything's turned around, so time to take my trip back to the front to see what the heck is going on. That'll be my turn.
All right, I'll take you a couple turns to get to the front. Let's see here. It's launcher text. They now have a chance to survey at everything, and they've gotten certain communications. All right, it's at this point. There is no point for bravery. What we're going to do now is we're going to switch from out of combat to a turn-by-turn situation, okay? So each turn, I'm going to say what they do as a group, and then I'm going to go to each of the player characters and ask what you want to do, all right? Because these guys are not trying to fight you. They're trying to get the fuck away.
Yeah.
All right? So let me just end things off with what they do. None of them are going to be attacks in your direction. The pilots... all three individuals who are still in the APC, you can see that they have some damage to their armor as well. They start running to the north down the road itself. The individual with the sniper rifle and the individual with the laser rifle are kind of moving to join them in a formation, a protective formation. The individual in the power armor is blindly moving to the northwest, although he is heading towards a clutch of trees, and I'm certain he's probably going to run into one of them. While the missile launcher team is trying to take cover in the woods nearby. Okay, so let's just start from top of the order, what people would like to do. Let's start with... Well, let's start with Al. What do you want to do in your turn?
Well...
So these turns are 15-second turns. So whatever you can do in 15 seconds. You know what I mean?
All right. He would need to speak with everyone else real quick because we need to decide if we want to wipe everyone out or not.
Okay, well, so then your turn is...
do we let them
radio
run?
Communication? Mm-hmm.
If they escape and we try and go the direction we want to go, they might let someone know.
Okay. Tom? Mila? Patrick? You can all respond or do something else while responding.
Yeah.
Um,
I don't know. I don't even know why they're running.
well, that probably.
It's going to blow.
What's gonna?
The APC's nuclear reactor is going to blow.
At those words, Patrick, you realize that mathematically the blast radius of even a container, it's a combination of probably your math knowledge and your mechanical knowledge. But since you're only about 100 feet away from it, maybe you want to move too. A safe distance for a reactor breach is about 500 feet, but you'd feel a lot more comfortable half a mile away.
Okay. Hearing that while getting to the front, I would say to Mariah to move as far away from that vehicle as quickly as possible.
Oh, right. What about the people that are on the ground? This is Criana talking.
Oh, yeah.
Like
Yeah,
Lee
they
and
need to-
Bear.
We need to tell them. We'll tell them to get their asses back into the behemoth
Okay.
Okay.
ASAP.
All right. They're able to do that this turn. They'll double back and get into the APC. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah.
So turn 1 then is NPCs getting back into the behemoth. Al asking whether we should let them go. And next turn, the behemoth is going to start moving. And Al, what are you going to do?
I'm
Where are you going to
probably
fly?
Fly over. Everyone else is running away, right?
Yeah.
From the other guys. All right, I'm going to
That's
fly
Screaming Banshees, yes.
above the behemoth.
Okay. All right. So now we're going to just not even worry about combat turns or anything like that. So it takes you about... you guys, Lee and Bear get into the behemoth, and as soon as they do, all the doors close, and Mariah, it's fair to say that you start piloting away, like south, away from this possible explosion. You move, you travel for about 45 seconds, and that's when you hear a secondary explosion and a huge wave of yellow energy light up the entire road. Eventually, when all the dust clears, there is a 10-foot deep crater where the APC used to be. Surveying the area and checking the sensor systems on the behemoth, you can track down the radar signal of the power armor, but the individuals are far too small to track by radar. And it appears that in the time between your travel and the explosion, when you survey the area, it appears the rest of the Screaming Banshees have probably, they're not being seen running down the road anymore. They probably repositioned themselves somewhere else, out of your immediate visual range. What would you guys like to do next?
Well, fuck. I honestly don't know.
Tell you what, guys. Since it's around the time that we normally wind things down, and I actually have to thank you, Squee, for that awesome idea of blowing things up, because it made the combat much quicker than normally do, because it makes sense when you lose a couple troops and your main means of conveyance is gone. You don't just stand and fight like an idiot. You tactically retreat.
Right.
Yeah.
So at this point now, so you guys can think and decide for next session what you want to do next in regards to the surviving Screaming Banshees, and then, of course, continuing on. So, like I said, you're able to get the radar of the power armor. The individual personnel, though, you'll have to do maybe a more old-fashioned search if you want to track them down, if you choose to track them down. Okay?
Yeah.
But Do you guys have any questions for me before we end the session?
Not I.
Not
No.
you?
Did you have fun?
I did. I had a lot of fun. I I I knew the goddamn hover cycle was coming, but the guys didn't like the other guys had no fucking clue, right? So they were going super aggressive. They're gonna try to take out your legs and then blow you to shit. But you stop that from happening. So I'm glad things have happened. It's not done and over yet. Far from
Yeah,
it.
it's not.
But the APC is very, very dead.
I'll tell you,
Yeah.
that was the
Mhm.
tensest 3 turns I've ever had with, flying on a hover bike with 38 MDC total and 490 mega damage potential.
Yeah, that would not have been good.
No.
Yeah.
That was,
Luckily, since you passed so well in your demolitions check, and you're going so fast, they couldn't be like, "Hey, that thing has fusion blocks on it," right? All they saw was Power Armor Pilot on a hover cycle shooting around, right? They probably had no idea you were planning to ram the APC until it was way too late, right? But this was just a good learning lesson as far as combat goes, is that if I like the idea of tell me what you want to do and I'll tell you how many turns it takes, right? And then I should burn all those turns and then have it resolved then and then continue on from the initiative order. I think that makes more sense, don't you?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
do. I agree. Yeah.
Yeah, because in that way, then I don't forget about oh yeah, this is the second phase of your attack, right? It needlessly complicates things, so that will be really, really, really good to know.
And
Awesome.
the behemoth is limping though.
Yeah, but it could be so much worse.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
be on
oh no,
their
you
side.
guys did great. It's true. You could have no vehicle. They're gonna have to hitch
Yeah.
it the rest of the way.
Yep. And we can technically still track them down potentially.
Of course, you can do anything in Rifts.
There's the part of me who's like, that's what we should do, and then there's the other part of me, the other side of Al, that's like, oh, I'm not sure I want to track these people down and kill them in cold blood. It's the smart play. It's just not it's
There
pretty damn cool.
you also you have to take into account that we fucking intimidated them.
Yeah.
I would think.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and end the session, and we can just brainstorm out of the session. So
Yeah.
thanks
Okay.
for coming. We'll see you next week.
Thanks for watching. Bye.
Bye.